When driving on the 55 freeway towards Newport Beach, Orange County locals are accustomed to the two residential towers right near the 405 freeway. In Miami, there are several over-the-top residences like the Bentley Towers, Porsche Towers, and even Aston Martin. Over here on the West Coast, we're a little behind. So they have the Ritz-Carlton residences at LA Live, and then now we have the tallest structure in Orange County housing residential condos. I'm Edwin Valoy, and welcome to Skyline OC.
Located right near South Coast Plaza, which is the premier luxury shopping destination in Southern California, Skyline OC is surrounded by a mix of the suburbs, preferred business hubs, hotels, and is just minutes away from Disneyland, Seagram of the Arts, and Newport Beach. Yes, you can buy a cookie cutter home for the price of living here, but this is for someone who doesn't want the cookie cutter lifestyle. Floor plans start with one-bedroom units at 1018 square feet, all the way up to a three-bedroom with 2,826 square feet.
Let's do a walkthrough tour, and we're going to start in the North Tower lobby. This one has just been remodeled. You can see that Scandinavian styling. Now let's go up to the elevator. We're going to tour two units on the 11th floor. The first one, I believe, is what's called the Residence A, and this one consists of 2 bedrooms, 2 baths in the North Tower, 1445 square feet to 1450 square feet. And then you could tell that the place is spacious. However, on the lower floors, you're not getting that floor to ceiling window. I do think you're still getting enough light and you're still keeping up with that industrial theme that the whole building has. And let's walk on over to the primary bedroom. You can see the primary bedroom spacious. What you can't see on the right side is a pocket door. You'll see that later on in the tour, how these doors are set up. Primary bath has its own soaking tub and a pretty large frameless shower enclosure. And then we're going to head into the walk-in closet. You can see that it's really maximized for space right now with that closet world kind of treatment, getting multiple racks, but then it's on the smaller side. Vanity's been updated. Everything's been updated on the North Tower. I've seen the South Tower, and then there is a pretty big difference. Viking appliances, all stainless, and gives you that industrial kind of restaurant almost look. This is the secondary bedroom. It also functions as a primary as it has its own bath, but you can see there's a door on the opposite end. That way, if you have guests over, they don't necessarily have to enter through one of the bedrooms. And then we're heading back over to the entrance to complete the loop. And here's the other one on the 11th floor. This one is a Residence B, and it's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. And I didn't realize it until I was doing the voiceover that I skipped a restroom on the left side. We won't be able to go in there, but it is two beds, 2 baths. And because it is located on this side of the tower, it does not have a balcony. So one of the few residences that doesn't have a balcony. But then contrary to the other side, you can see there's floor to ceiling windows on this one, and it's a huge difference to me. There's one of the displays that shows the wellness center. And then this is the secondary bedroom, and it's not connected to a bathroom like the other floor plan that we had just seen. Heading over to the primary bedroom, you can see that pocket door over on the right. And then it's spacious. It's a good size. It's about the same size as the one we had just toured. And then the bathroom layout's almost identical. Separate soaking tub and then frameless shower enclosure. You can see that this unit is, or this model is upgraded a whole lot more. The closet space is bigger in this one. It's laid out better. But then this angle shows you a good idea of what you'd be waking up to in the morning. It's just majestic when you have floor to ceiling windows and you're up this high in Orange County. Heading over to the kitchen, you can see that those light brown colors are continued, kind of Scandinavian styling, and as this model is just decked out all around. We're going up to the 21st floor right now. I think the highest I've ever been in this building is, I think, the 17th, when it was the Essex Towers. So we're going to see just how high we could get and what we could see. Let Yolanda go.
We got me down right now.
Yolanda actually took us to the garage, so maybe that's her way of telling us we're taking too long with the tour. But we're going up to the 21st floor this time around, and then we're going to see how high or how far we can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I show you 21 floor first, then we
Okay.
go up to 24. You can see the difference.
So this is the 21st floor.
Yeah.
And it's actually, what, the 20th floor, really? Because there's no 13th floor, right?
There is no 13th
No
floor.
13th
We
floor.
have 25 in total, actually 24 level,
Oh, wow.
24 stories.
Kathy likes it.
Yeah, really pretty. Oh my goodness.
And also this cabinet is white, the only one color in this floor.
Wow. Okay.
So this gives you an idea of those sweeping floor to ceiling windows. And do you know what? Being on the 21st floor really does make a huge difference. And then if we go down on the balcony, it's pretty much the same view, but then you do get that pool in between the two towers. And then this one's outfitted with Viking appliances, it looks like. Got your matching microwave and oven, might even be a convection oven. 4-burner cooktop. Kathy's taking some video too. So one of the cool things about these industrial style urban kind of condos are the doors. Check this out. So instead of just having a door on a hinge, you've got one of these. Very modern, right? And actually looks good without the furniture too. So it's a long way down there. But then this gives you a pretty good idea of what the balcony space would look like. So we're checking out the 24th floor. This is the highest that we're going to get on this tour.
Just upgraded, so we haven't cleaned yet. You will
Okay.
see what it looks like. Yeah.
Okay,
It
cool.
will be more beautiful.
Thank you,
Is this
Yolanda.
pretty much the same model that we
Different.
just saw? Oh, different.
1.75 million.
Okay.
1.75 million.
This one is same. Sorry, you're right.
1.3 to 1.
Look at that mosaic backsplash there. 24th floor, we're going higher and higher. Okay. So that's our tour from Skyline OC. Let's share some takeaways. What are some of your takeaways so far?
But something I really love about it is just the amenities. I think once it's all built out, it's going to be stunning and beautiful and really turnkey for all our clients.
Yeah, what do you think so far with the pool deck and like the weight room that we saw so far?
Yeah, I think once the weight room is completely done, it's going to be stunning. Right now, it is in process, and I think the pool's a great size. Definitely, if you're going to be entertaining family over for a weekend, it's beautiful.
Yeah, what's the kind of people that you see moving in here? And I'll share my thoughts with.
I definitely see maybe those that are newlyweds starting out. Yeah, I think
I
so.
see singles.
Singles?
Singles, I think. A lot.
I mean, those that are not planning on having children, I think it could really work out, especially with the 2-bedroom. There's space for, overnight guests.
Yeah,
But that's my
yeah,
take.
yeah. But then I've been to the apartment side tower, and then believe it or not, it's not a 20-something crowd. I've seen some people even in their 50s and older than that. Some people who are loaded.
Yeah.
And then drive around Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and all that,
Right.
and just kind of want to have this kind of lifestyle. We're at the pool deck right now, and then obviously there's actually some kids here.
Yeah.
So there are families that are here. So you do got a good wide
Mix.
range of
I
people.
think so.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that if you're looking for something that is a great view. I mean, waking up to be able to see just natural light. I mean, I think that's a good key too.
Yeah. So again, it's all about lifestyle. How would you say it compares against the top three other buildings? 601 Lido Park,
Yeah.
the Plaza, Marquee, and then the fourth one I'll throw in Lexington. Where do you stack it up there?
I definitely think that if you're a commuter, if you're always hopping over to SNA and going on a flight somewhere, this is definitely a place to be, just as a location. I think the other ones are in specific areas in Orange County that may be tougher to get to if you are a commuter. But other than that, I definitely see in the middle. I don't see at the bottom or the top for me.
Yeah. For me, as far as like a standalone condo tower, this is second for me. But only I call it second because a lot of people put Lexington at the top because they love that white on white on white. To me, it's very plain, but then I don't set the rules out there. I put it second behind the Plaza. The Plaza is probably the most luxurious one to me, just as far as amenities go. But we'll see after the remodel is done.
Right.
But what pushes it further down the ranking for me is it probably has the worst walk score out of all those buildings we talked about. Lexington probably has the best one because they're building that bridge. Right now, you could probably even hear the plane flying over us if you got Santa Ana Airport. But there's really nothing to walk to here except for there's like a Rubio's and Starbucks across.
Yeah, it's pretty limited. Maybe a little strip mall across the street.
Yeah.
But other than that, you do have to get into your car, grab an Uber. But I definitely think that the other locations are closer to more things.
Yeah, you're going to need your car, but then there's tons of stuff within 5 minutes. You could go to South Coast Plaza, which is like, to me, it's higher than Rodeo Drive for me.
Right.
Yeah, higher than the Forum Shops and all that. It's pretty much the echelon of all shopping over here on the West Coast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then lastly, as far as the condos themselves go, what do you think about the layouts?
The layouts are interesting. I think with the sliding door, they did speak to the staff here that, once you are owner, it is pretty much what you want to do with your condo on the inside. So if you want to create, just the standard doors, that way you have less noise. But I do think that with the two rooms on opposite ends, you do probably get that you want to hear each other if you had a roommate situation or whatnot.
Yeah, I think they're laid out really nice. So of course, it's a lot to ask when you're only on one side of the building, so you only have windows on one side. Yeah, I would have liked to see floor plans more like what's one I'm thinking about over there in Central Park West, like Astoria. There's some more imaginative floor plans. There's some styling cues from that as well. But then the high ceilings, it's great, because otherwise 601 Lido Park would be higher up on my list. But you got the 1970s styling, low ceilings. This one, floor to ceiling windows, modern kitchens, huge kitchen islands. I just think it ranks way up there.
I think also, especially with the appliances as well, it's standard to get a washer dryer stack along with a beautiful fridge. So I think that alone adds quality as well.
Yeah, and then parting words just about the crowd over here. The last I heard, there were actually pool parties.
Really?
Almost every month taking place out here where they bring a DJ.
Wow.
I happened to be touring one day, and then it is a pretty lively crowd. Of course, it's a far cry from like going to a Vegas hotel or anything like that. So it's not like there were a million people in the pool, but it was pretty festive. So if you're one of those who just wants a completely quiet and dead pool on a Saturday, that's not going to be here. Actually, you're not going to even get that at Irvine Company Apartments anyway. But then, the crowd's going to be definitely on both ends of the spectrum. It's going to be a pretty good wide range.